Sweetie Pie, and welcome back to my channel. Or welcome to my channel. Since maybe this is a popular video going around right now, it might actually be your first time at my channel. And if it is, hi, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I have no makeup on. So there it is. I have no makeup on. Today we are doing, as the title foresees, I am actually going to try and recreate one of RawBeautyKristi's makeup tutorials. She doesn't do a ton of tutorials, to be honest, and my very first thought for these videos was Liv Loves Makeup. She is one of my favorite YouTubers, but again, not someone that does tutorials too much. She has a few get ready with me's, but I was trying to find some products that would match, and you know, things that I had. I want to have at least some of the things that you know, whatever YouTuber's tutorial I pick, I have. RawBeautyKristi. Honestly, I used to be like somewhat, not a hater, but I like she was really gash and, like, you know, to the point, and I felt like all she ever did was negative reviews. But that was like my first, you know, what do they call it, like my first reaction to her. When I started to watch her, I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is amazing. And when I commented one time and I was like, do you ever actually give any good reviews? And she like listed off a bunch of reviews. So I was like, wow, okay, this is a, you know, a YouTuber, an influencer that really pays attention to her audience. And yeah, I thought that was cool. But anyway, the one we're gonna actually do today, and the way I have this set up is because I am not like, YouTuber inclined, like I don't have like special editing software where I can like put a picture here. Lo and behold, here is my laptop. And the one we're going to do is the Extreme Glam Transformation Spotlight Cut Crease. I have quite a few of the products used, and then I watched the tutorial and I tried to fill in the blanks anywhere I could with similar products. So let's get into this video, and I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope you guys like this video if you enjoyed it. And Kristi, if you're watching, alright guys, girl. So the first thing that Kristi actually starts with, and she pretty much starts it on like 4 minutes in, because she does like get ready with me style kind of tutorials. I follow her religiously now. So anyway, so I fast forward it so we wouldn't have to like have a million years of this video, and I'm just going to do up my hair. And the first thing she went in with was the water cream by, ooh, I cannot remember, I think it's Tatcha. So that's the first thing she went in. I already put some lotion on my face. I'm gonna grab a hydrating primer just because I think that's the whole point. Here we go. So I have the Laura Mercier hydrating face primer. And I'm just going to kind of use it like lotion today. Alright. And I have dampened my beauty blender. And I have some brushes and whatnot, so let's start this.
The Kylie concealer in the color Ivory, and that's what I'm going to use.
So I'm going to use the ColourPop concealer.
With that.
And let's just prime eyelids. And I've seen her use this quite a lot too. Oh, I would never do my eye makeup before my face makeup, so this is gonna be a new one for me. Alright, so let's go on. So yes, we blended that out.
Then I go on with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder.
And I've got that.
Alright, and eyelids are ready for eyeshadow. And the palette that I went...
Now, the palette that she went in with, I don't have, I don't think. And this is just a sample of the Laura Mercier. I haven't actually bit the bullet yet with a high-end powder. I've tried quite a few, but I don't know, like, you can get so many good ones at the drugstore that it's really hard to bite that bullet. Alright, and what was the one?
And this is my traveling palette.
Yes, she has the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to substitute that palette for the Subculture, and she uses a like orangey kind of like a brownish yellow color, and I'm going to use Edge. And she just mixes the colors kind of together on her lid, as you'll see. And then I'm going to also use the Tarte Sculpt and Play. So that's what we'll use for eyes today. Come on.
Always, I'm using this every time I travel. It looks horrifying. It's all coffee stained, but that's just, it shows wear, and I like that. Is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. Just love it so much. Really just do a mishmash of colors. I was not super precise, and I rarely ever am with this palette. So I take this shade
There's like
here
an orange.
and sort of these ones down here.
And then some
sort of
brownie colors.
Together, and then run them throughout the crease. I'm going to take this on my BH Cosmetics number 5 brush from the Rose Gold set.
It's just a big
and
fluffy
all I do
brush.
with this is I take it and I was running it real haphazardly through my crease because we're going to do a spotlight cut crease, so you do not have to be perfect with this whatsoever. Like, you don't have to make sure it's incredibly blended on your eyelids or anything. It's all going to be covered up with concealer. I sort of winged it out on the outside. Not sort of, definitely winged it out. I didn't use too many oranges. It kind of looks really warm right now. Because the color we're putting on the lid is very taupe champagne, it honestly doesn't matter though. Like, you could do any color your hair you want because the lid shade is all, it can go with anything. So you could literally do blue, green, purple, orange, brown. Like, I'm going with this neutral brown because that's what I did on my birthday, but you can literally do anything. I think my favorite kind of eye looks to do are ones where you don't have to be super careful with them because you're cutting them out with concealer. I think that it's so fun because you can literally just be so haphazard with how you apply the makeup, like the initial steps of blending, as long as you are going to do a really precise job with cutting out with concealer. I honestly used to hate doing cut creases when I didn't know about the concealer technique. Like, look how horrifying this looks. Yet it's going to look so bomb. So I'm going to take that deepest brown shade on the bottom, the shade Central Park, and I'm going to pack that on the outer and inner portions of the eye.
So just stop there. I've been using like a little bit of Edge, just like she said, and then Ember and Dunes in this palette. Dunes is this one, Amber is this one. I'll try to put a picture up, and I'm just running all 3 of these colors through the crease. And then, oh, that one came out a little more yellow. That Subculture is, and then obviously I'm like winging it out. I don't really wing my shadow out that much, to be honest. And I'm just kind of dabbing into those shadows and throwing them into the crease. And then I'm going a little bit higher than I normally would because it looks like Kristi's gone a little bit higher. Mind you, I'm pretty sure my eyes are a teensy bit smaller, but it's working out. I feel like I have, yeah, there we go. Alright, so I winged out that shadow. See, that's the problem with winging out shadow on my face. I always feel like it hits my brow too much, but we can always clean that up because we are doing our base makeup after Subculture. And then I'm going to take, ooh, what am I going to take? I really want to use Fudge from the Anastasia palette. Let's just look and see how dark that is.
My lid. We'll do more of this later.
Well, it's a
right
darker
now,
color.
just to get the color there.
So yeah, I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to go into, hello, I don't really have a smaller, alright, we're going to use a bit of a pencil brush for this one, and we're going to go into Fudge on the, and I'm going to be very careful with this. because those shades can like absolutely go wild. And see, I'm just like tucking it into those two corners. And I'll just do the other eye. Right, and then I'm going to go into the Tarte palette and grab Ember again and just kind of work it over top to, you know, soften it up. That color can be intense. And blending brush again. Well, mine is definitely messy. It's so weird having to like follow and film at the same time, but again, we do have to do our face makeup.
We're going to go through and cut that crease area and make it look less terrible. So, the brush I'm going to use for this is my Sigma concealer brush, and it's this little guy here, and
okay,
it's
so
nice
I
and
need
flat, as you can see.
a
So what I'm
small
going to do is I'm going to
concealer
take the
brush.
highlight concealer, put a little bit on the back
I'm going to use these two from Urban Decay. It was in the Michelle Yes Yet.
Where I want that cut crease to go. So, you can see where my natural eye crease is. You see, you kind of put your eye down. I want it to be above that. So, I'm kind of looking here, letting my eye crease naturally.
Let's see if I can do this.
I'm going above that. Seems a little high, but it's nice because then when your eye is open like this, you can see that. It makes your eye appear bigger, elongate, everything. It's so much better. So then I'm going to take this and drag it down. And as you've done that, you've used the majority of the concealer that's on your brush. We did a look similar to this recently, so it's the same technique that I used in the Kathleen Lights video. So now that you've got that color down, pat out the edges into the brown that we put down before. That's not super harsh, but more blended out like that. Alright, so that's the general idea of what we're looking for. And then what I did is I went in with this next product, which is literally my favorite.
So yeah, as you can see, this is what I have so far. I've tried to bring it up a little bit to where my crease is. But do you see, I can never bring it up quite high enough. But I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, trying to show you as good as I can, because this is something that I don't know how YouTubers film this on camera. So I'm going to just come in and bring you in a little bit. Alright guys, now that you're a little closer, I'm going to open my eye. And I'm going to see where my eye creases, and then I'm going to go a little bit above that. And then I'm just going to drag the concealer right down, and then just kind of pat it out a little bit. Okay, that is as close as I'm going to get it. I feel the same way when I do like a Nikki Tutorials type of look, and she cuts the crease so beautifully. I need to do one where I have a really precise brush. Remind me to do that again. Anyway, so let's read on, and I'll bring you guys back in. So let's listen up.
It's so cool. I just bought it and I'm obsessed with it. I need all the colors. It is this Tarte Chrome paint in the color.
I'm just gonna pause here. She has the Tarte Chrome paints. I do not. I don't have any of them. I wanted the burgundy one, but I've got a couple products here that I think will do the same type of job. So I do have the heavy metal liner that she does use in Midnight Cowboy, and I also have the Metal Shock eyeshadow from Essence. And I'm just going to swatch this for you. This is a liquid eyeshadow. The Tarte ones are like a cream type of eyeshadow, but not cream. They're more like a pigment. This one looks like this. It's a little bit more goldy. Hers is a little bit more on the taupey brown side, but I think this will definitely work, and I'm going to set it with a color in the Huda Beauty palette, if I have to. I'm not sure if I'll have to or not, called Nefertiti. And it is just this really pretty, it has like, I don't know, it's almost not peachy, but it is a little bit peachy. It's just a gold with a lot of gold glitter in it. That's a terrible swatch. But yeah, anyway, let's watch.
Top Yacht. And I'll show you a swatch of this. Oh my god.
These are so beautiful.
My finger in. Holy shit, you guys, on the eye.
Bam. I don't know if you can see that well.
Absolutely stunning and so easy to use. So literally you just sort of...
So she's going to use her finger, and I'm going to use an applicator.
Product I get on my finger. And then I like to use my ring finger for this. And then I was patting it onto the center of my eyelid. And then using a clean finger to sort of tap out the edges. Like, I need every single color of these right now.
And then I'm just going to tap.
Shadow like every single day. It's just the most beautiful way to do that. It's perfect to pop in the center of the lid. You don't have to mix it. You don't need a mixing medium. It's obviously so metallic and beautiful. What I like to do is take a little bit of that dark shadow and then pat it over the edges after I'm done.
Perfect. So I'm going to do that as well. I was wondering, like, oh, this is spreading.
Obviously, this is a spotlight cut crease that we're doing.
So yeah, I'm just going to grab a little bit of fudge.
Dry pressed pigment. Then I went in with the Urban Decay.
Calm down. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to do the same thing and kind of just pat in so that it is nice and blended. Blended. And these stay put. Like, honestly, that is really good. Like, so much so that I can't really blend them out, honestly. I'm just trying to get... I guess that's not bad. I'm so not happy with this look. Okay, so I am actually going to go into the Huda Beauty palette because I think it'll just look more blended like hers does if I pack on a little bit of that Nefertiti. Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm just going over and just blending that out with that color. Wow, this is hard. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I don't know why I have such a hard time with these like cut creases. I just do. So I'm just going to do the other one off camera and we will continue with the glitter. I hope will be easier. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, here with both eyes on, this is probably one of the worst eye looks I've ever created. Kristi did it better. Now, I always wonder, like, if I had picked, like, different products to do this with. Like, the Essence ones are so pretty, but it just, like, I wasn't really rushing. I just kind of, it's just not exactly. Let's go on to the Heavy Metal eyeliner. This is gonna be funny.
Heavy Metal glitter liner in the color Midnight Cowboy, and I took that and I just took it right over that crease, but I did bring it in all the way to the inner corner.
So we're gonna go over the crease and we're just gonna stop at the crease line. Alright guys, let's do this. I'm trying to do it on camera. I don't know, I might have to dip in a few times, which bothers me, but we're gonna try. So she started... I'm going to have to rest on something. Alright guys, that was absolutely ridiculous, and it doesn't look that great. I think I brought it down a little bit too far, but every time I try to like take it away, it ain't happening. So let's continue. Oh gosh, hers is so pigmented, like how? Especially because I think she's resting, and if I rested on something, I'd be way down here. So I want a better shot at this. I'm going to try this tomorrow.
Wing liner from the Balm, and I did a thick black wing. I don't know if I can like do a tutorial on how to do a wing.
Alright, so she did a wing. I'm going to do my wing lashes and, yeah, just my wing and lashes. Ooh, and maybe brows off camera. Let's see, I can't remember if she does her brows. Super, super black wing.
They're not bad. They're not perfect, but they're not bad. Then what I did is I took the Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencil in the color black, and
her waterline.
Upper and lower waterline.
Okay.
Now I'm going to throw on a coat of mascara and my lashes. I'm not going to do that on camera because it takes 16 years. I'll be right back, and we will move on to the rest of the face, which I got some new products for, and I am literally obsessed with them. So, BRB. So I've got my lashes and my brows on now.
Okay, so she did actually do brows, lashes, and liner. I will be back, and I will try and do this the best I can to try and clean up this beautiful look. It was so beautiful. Let's hope the face is better. Alright guys, I'll be back. Alright guys, so what lashes and liner can do to a look, like, wow. So she started to carve out her brows, and you know what? I can do that a teensy bit. So I'm just gonna take my, or let's listen. So she's just like carving her brows.
This can also help if you brought your eyeshadow up too high to make it look cleaner as well. Instagram brows are back, bitches.
Alright, so I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer and I need, oh, here it is. Looking for a little bit of mirror action. And I'm just going to clean up with like very little on my brush. And just clean up that brow a little bit. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Next.
Then I just took a little bit of Gimme Brow and ran
I also used a brow gel. It's an Ardell one.
Like a sexy
it's over there.
We're going to move on to the rest of the face. I'll finish the eyes at the very end because I want to do my bottom lashes last. So for my skin, I'm sure you guys are going to be so surprised on what foundation I'm about to use. I don't know if I've used this in L'Oreal Pro Glow. And what's nice
I'm going to use the Vitalist Elixir.
Do a job on the eyeshadow. When you go through and do the concealer, you clean all of that up and it looks like you're the best eyeshadow ass bitch in the entire world, and I love that. I'm going to take the Kylie concealer.
Back up for a second. So I'm just going to use the Vitalist Elixir foundation, which is another one of Kristi's favorites. I am like almost out of mine. I don't ever do like my forehead and my brows like before my foundation, because I always find it's like hard to get around your forehead. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, come on. Pump, pump, pump. I'm going to have to take off the pump. Alright, so we're just taking off the pump. And I do like this foundation. I wouldn't wear it on like a full glam day, but that is what concealer is for. Alright, and then
I'm going to spot conceal areas of my face and do my under eyes
with the ColourPop or the Kylie.
Conceal kind of around my nose and mouth too. I just did a full review on these. If you guys missed it, I will link it up here. I did a full review comparing the Kylie and ColourPop concealers, and you guys can see my thoughts on that. I did a wear test. I was wearing it for like a week. I'll let you guys know my final thoughts. Alright, now I'm going to set my face with the Laura Mercier.
1 minute. I'm just blending. Now this is the part. Let's see. I need a meter. Because I'm always afraid. Well, that blended out pretty darn good, honestly. So, well done. And my eye looks better. Okay, now that that's blended, we're going to set
a translucent setting powder. I'm going to make my under eyes the way I normally do. I'm also going to set the rest
I've got my setting powder.
And then we're moving on to my new products I got. Alright, so the 2 new products that I bought that I'm...
Gosh, they run so fast. So I'm just setting my under eye with the Laura Mercier. I think that's everybody's favorite setting powder. I'm probably going to bite the bullet once I go back to work, but not until then. And then, I usually have a powder puff, but I will use my sponge. And just for good measure, I am going to grab my powder puff. I just like a bigger surface area, and it always bugs me. There we go. Not looking too bad, guys, like honestly. Okay, so give me a second. I gotta open the window, and we will do the rest of the face. Alright, guys, so let's
I'm really excited about. I've loved using these so far. I brought these with me to Vegas, and the first time I tried them was there, and I've used them literally like 5 times each since then. I just love them, and I think they're so good. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel Palette. And on the inside, you've got 4 contour shades, although I only consider 2 of these contour. 2 of them do have shimmer in them, which I find to be a little strange. And then you've got 2 of the lighter shades here, which I actually do use. It smells like chocolate. And then the other product I got, which is really cool, and I'm super loving it, is the Benefit Cheek Parade palette. And in here, you get the Hula Light and Hula Bronzer, California Blush, Dandelion Blush, and Rockateur. So you have like their cult favorites in here. Comes with this little brush that my hairline, as I normally do, to continue to add a little bit of color on my forehead so that...
Okay, so I'm going to use the Tarte Clay Play palette, and I'm just going to use this lightest color here in Desert to bronze my face. She is using their Princess, what is it? Park Avenue Princess? Park Avenue Princess? I think so. And it has a bunch of colors. I'm just going to use like a somewhat big brush and just start contouring / bronzing my face. Ooh, that was some bronze. Oop. And the one thing about these bronzers is that they are so pigmented that you do have to be kind of careful with them. I do end up with a very bronzy face sometimes without even realizing it. Just like that. Alright. And a little bronzing under the chin. Let's go back in there.
My cheeks and my forehead aren't one different color. This also can bring the size of your forehead down if you've got a 7 head like I do. The colors of these are really beautiful. I just find them to blend really nicely. I love how easy they are to use. I love that you pretty much have everything you need for content and mixing kind of all three of these blush shades, but mainly going in with RawCouture here and blushing up my cheeks.
Alright, and then we're going to use the Milani blush in, what is it, Bella Bellini, which is pretty close to the RawCouture blush. Let's take a look. See, it's got that like pinky, it's not quite as cool toned, but it does have that like pinky hue. Oh, see, that's so pretty. And RawCouture is a shimmery blush, so yeah. And she brings her blush up to the hairline, just like that.
Subtle, but so pretty. I like to bring my blush just higher up on the back of my cheekbones instead
I've
of really
watched this
focusing
before.
on my apples of my cheeks. Personal preference, really. I think it's more because I have a round face, so if I really focus everything here, it just makes me look kind of like a Cabbage Patch doll. I used two different highlights while I was there as well. I used the MAC Cosmetics and Robert Lee Morris highlight in Peach, so that's what I'm going to do today. But then I also went in with Ofra Rodeo Drive, so if you don't want to use two...
Alright, so I'm going to use the new ColourPop highlighting palette for this in Nude Endo. I think that, it's fine lines or on the loose. Let's take a
highlights,
look.
which is completely understandable. You can just do that one. If
Yeah, see, they're kind of a goldy highlight. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this goldy highlight called On the Loose and then top it with Glad You Came. And I will link my my review on this palette. So, fan brush, and I'm just going to go into On the Loose. These are a little bit more baked gelée, but they're still picking up pretty good, so... Actually, let's listen.
This is my Sigma strobing fan brush. I love this brush for applying highlight. And I do like to bring that down a little further on my cheeks. Some people don't. It's just personal preference. And that may be enough highlight for some people, but this is me we're talking about.
No.
So I'm going to go in with Ofra Rodeo.
We're going to go in with Glad You Came. Wow. This is beautiful.
To finish off my eyes, I'm actually going to go in with just this shade here mixed with some of these, just kind of the same colors we did on our eyelid, and I'm going to pat that in and just run them under my eyelid. Simple. And this is the Time 206 brush.
I'm just going to use this, I think this is a Naked palette brush.
Some people like to focus all the attention on the upper eyelid.
So yeah, I'm just going to run that really like nice brown, this one in, what is it, Dunes? I'm going to run Dunes in my lower lash line. Alright, so did that.
Not me. I have pretty long lower lashes as is, so I love it when I put mascara on them and they look like that. Some people don't, but oh shit, I love it.
I do.
So I take a little bit of lip liner and just define my lips a little bit, but all I'm doing is gloss actually, so...
Alright, so we're going to get a really neutral lip liner, but first... let's hit those lower lashes. Bam. Oh, this is actually pretty. A lot of highlight, I will say that. Okay, so she's going to line her lips. I'm just going to go grab a lip liner and I will be right back. So I grabbed the Rimmel, this is the 1000 Kisses in Darling Nude. And it's just a nude lip liner.
If you want to make your lips look a little bigger, You can take a little bit of lip liner and just sort of outline them. My lips are so crusty right now. This is the NYX Mauve lip liner. Oh, I forgot. There's definitely another step to my eyes. I forgot. I took the Urban Decay glitter and I just went like this.
Oh, right on the inner corner. All right, we're gonna do that. Let's grab the heavy metal liner and just do the inner corner. And I'm just gonna pop in a little bit more liner. And
right in the front there. Alright, now I'm going to go grab my lip product. I left it downstairs in my purse because it stays in my purse.
I have my lip product. I do not have the one she's talking about, but I'm going to use
Beauty Gloss Bomb. And
so yeah, she's using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I'm going to use the NARS Gloss in Orgasm. They're not exactly the same dupes, but they are really pretty and glossy. Alright, so yeah, there is that.
Oh dear Jesus. I mean this when I say this. Every single one of you watching this has to get
And I
this.
will get it.
It is perfect for fair skin, perfect for deep skin. This is the finished makeup look, you guys. I am
Alright!
obsessed with it. I feel like if I'm ever going to do a glam, this is it. This is what I want in life. Maybe sans the glitter. I did this one day without the glitter, and it looked just as beautiful. I just was making sure to really cut the crease in a perfect way. It's just, I feel so pretty in this. I urge you to try it if you haven't. Products you need to pick up if you have.
Boop. Okay, so I'm going to stop Kristi there. Thank you so much, Kristi. And here is the finished look. So, things I love about this look are the skin, but I do need a little bit of setting spray, and I also am finding that some of the glitter particles from the, there we go. I just found that a few of the glitter particles from the heavy metal is kind of like glistening onto my face. The highlight like is banging, like bam. So I really liked that, and the cut crease, like I'm gonna go take pictures of it right now. Make sure you go to my Instagram and check me out, and you will get some like in-depth pictures because I'm gonna go take some glam shots. But like, oh my god guys, I was really kind of happy with this look, and I think that if you don't know how to do a really great straight line, you can totally put on some big Samantha lashes, or she's wearing the Cocoa lashes. I can't remember what style. I will put her video down below, and yeah, you can go check her out. I'm sure you've probably already heard of her. She's much bigger than I am. But yeah, Kristi, if you're watching, I love you so, so much, and I hope I could cut this down short enough so that you guys aren't watching a crap ton of like me fiddling, because it is a harder video to play. I am trying to play the clips and whatnot. Oh, I tried, guys. I really did. So thank you guys so, so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, even though it wasn't the most conventional. I did really love filming this for you, and I really did love this look. It's bomb. Like, bam. Alright, see you later, guys. Mwah!